Hi everybody, my name is Marcos Casiano. I'm here to tell you about my tales from the road, all the adventures that I had traveling the highways and byways of the U.S. Never made it to Mexico or Europe on these travels, at least not while I was playing music. Anyways, this next adventure has to do again with this guy named Wyatt Webb that I was working with. I worked with him for quite a while. It was a lot of fun. You know, Wyatt was funny. Everybody in the band was easy to get along with. But anyways, but before I got hooked up with Wyatt, a friend of mine, Boo McAfee, was actually playing drums for Wyatt. And I just remember one time, you know, Boo came off the road with Wyatt. He just mentioned that, oh, yeah, Charley Pride sat in with us. You know, they were playing somewhere. I think they were actually playing somewhere in Canada or up north in Minnesota. And it was like, oh yeah, Charley Pride came by and sat in with us. And so as we're traveling highways and byways, Charley Pride's name came up again with Wyatt. And Wyatt had mentioned that, oh yeah, me and Charley, we're good friends. And wherever I'm playing, he always comes by and sits in. Apparently they had crossed paths many times on the road, at least 2 different times. And so we're playing the Illinois State Fair, which was a great gig. It was 10 days, actually 10 days. We played on this outdoor stage out on a little lake. It was a great time. It was a lot of fun. But anyways, they had different acts every night that came in. We were kind of like the house band on the lake, and they had a big tent where all the stars came. I remember Dolly Parton, the Osmonds, and Andy Gibb. Those were the 3 acts I remember that came through there. So this brings me to Charley Pride. So, you know, Wyatt had been telling me, yeah, Charley Pride, yeah, he sits in with us all the time. And so Charley Pride was on the bill like the next night. And so he was mentioning, boy, you know, Charley Pride's playing here. Yeah, maybe I can find him or something, you know, something like that. But anyways, that night before the next show, I went to the restaurant at the hotel, and the restaurant was kind of crowded, so I just popped my head in the bar to see what was going in there. And at the bar, I see Charley Pride. I said, wow, I need to tell Wyatt, because, you know, Wyatt and Charley, they're big buddies. So Wyatt goes into the bar. I go upstairs and tell, hey, Wyatt, Charley Pride's downstairs. He's in the bar with, I guess, his manager or somebody. He's like having a drink. He's just chilling out. Oh, Wyatt was excited. Wyatt gets dressed. He runs down to the bar. You know, and I don't follow him in there because I was trying to eat, so I went to the restaurant. And I'm eating, and I don't know, 5, 10, 15 minutes later, Wyatt comes storming out, you know, of the bar, where he looked very disappointed, very agitated. And so after I got done eating, I went up to the room and I said, oh, Wyatt, what happened? Oh, Charley, he didn't even remember me. He was like, he couldn't say enough bad things about Charley Pride. So the next night, you know, he was like, when we're playing, you know, he's like still mad. He's still miffed at Charley Pride. So he's mentioning like, Charley Pride. Oh, he's playing tonight over there in the watermelon tent. Oh, Charley Pride, He just couldn't get over the fact that Charley Pride, for some reason, just didn't remember him.